star, our golden girl, Vinesh Fogart, her fate will be sealed today by the Court of Arbitration on whether she'll get that silver medal or not. Remember that we've put forth an appeal, seeing what played out and transpired last week at the Paris Olympics for a joint silver medal. And today, a ruling is expected from the Paris Court of Arbitration on Vinesh's appeal to ensure silver medal is given to her, because after all, in the quarterfinals and in the semi-finals, she was perfectly fine in the weigh-in. It was only for the final, just before that, that she got disqualified. So it's only fair that her performance in the quarterfinal and semi-final be considered. It's on the basis of this that we actually approached the Court of Arbitration. We run you through all the updates that have come in the last 1 week in this hearing, and then we'll take it forward with our reporters.
Looking slender with short hair. This is Vinesh Fogart leaving the Games Village in Paris. The Olympics are over, but Vinesh is yet to leave Paris. She and 1 billion Indians have their eyes on the Court of Arbitration in the French capital that is set to announce its verdict on Vinesh's disqualification on the day of the women's 50 kg wrestling final. Vinesh is demanding a joint silver. Her argument is that she did not commit any fraud and that her weight gain was due to natural recovery. She's told the court that she has the fundamental right to look after her body and that her weight was under limit on day 1 of the weigh-in. On August 6, Vinesh Fogart made history as the first Indian woman wrestler to reach an Olympic final. She won significant matches against world number 1 Yu Suzuki of Japan and wrestlers from Ukraine and Cuba. She was set to face Sarah Hildebrandt in the final, a wrestler she had previously defeated. Vinesh had her eyes set on gold. The next day, in a surprising turn of events, Vinesh was disqualified from after exceeding the weight limit ahead of her final by 100 grams, leaving her without a medal. The Indian Olympic Association approached the World Wrestling Body and the International Olympic Association. Both cited the rule book. On August 8, the IOA took Vinesh's case to Court of Arbitration for Sport. 4 pro bono lawyers were appointed for the Paris bar, and top legal eagle Harish Salve and sports law expert Vidyushpat Singhania were roped in by the Indian Olympic Association. On August 9, the matter was heard by the Court of Arbitration for Sports for over 3 hours. Since then, the verdict has been delayed twice.
The fact that the panel is considering the application and the submissions of all parties gives you hope. We are all hopeful that there is a chance that she gets a silver or at least gets some relief from the court.
It's now Vinesh's day of reckoning. Will the court deliver silver? Bureau Report, India Today.
So we've seen a few delays really in a decision being taken by the Court of Arbitration on Vinesh's appeal. But now what we're hearing is that in all likelihood by 9:30 tonight, there should be a verdict on which way really this goes, on whether Vinesh gets that silver medal or not. But also importantly, here's the other big update that's coming in on the story. Sources telling us that the Indian Olympic Association, as well as Harish Salve, who's been brought into this particular case as a representative, as the legal representative of the IOA, will be addressing the media. And this is expected again later tonight at about 9:30, once the verdict in all likelihood comes in. Now, I want to bring in on this broadcast Nikhil Nas and Rahul Rawat, who are joining us live, both of whom were in Paris, have just returned back to India after covering the Olympics for us. Nikhil, I'm going to begin with you. At 9:30, by 9:30 at least, we're expecting a verdict to come in. And I've been seeing in the last few days, you've been expressing that there is definitely a chance of this going Vinesh Fogart's way.
Well, Akshita, I mean, to begin with, it seemed like an open and shut case. But yes, the fact that, and you heard from Vidushpat Singhania as well in the report that you just showed your viewers, that yes, there is a slight chance there. The fact that the Court of Arbitration for Sports has delayed this twice already, and today we are nearing the deadline. I just hope, fingers crossed, that it's not delayed by another day. So 13th, we were told, is the outer limit. In fact, the verdict could have come any time today. 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time is the outer limit. So hopefully the verdict comes today. But the fact that the arbitrator has been pushed to, go beyond that 24-hour deadline that was there to begin with tells you that they are deliberating hard on this matter. There are a few things that the, Indian side has put forward that goes over and above the law by which the sport is governed. Because if you take a look at the law, then it's pretty much black and white. And according to the law, the UWW were absolutely correct then to disqualify Vinesh Fogart. But the few things that they have picked up, and if I could just sum them up briefly to you, the arguments that the Indian side is making. One, on the fact that they are saying that, you need to look at the human side of this story. It was a fundamental right to replenish herself after playing those 3 bouts, so you can't take that right away from her. That's one count. The other thing that they are arguing here is that you cannot have similar rules for the men as well as the women's wrestling, considering, the menstrual cycle of a woman. You have to look at the rules differently, and maybe you should have some sort of relaxation there, maybe a few, 100 grams or so on and so forth. So you have to look at it more compassionately. You have to look at it in a different light. Those are the 2 arguments. And the third one that they are trying to exploit is in terms of the rules that there are. The framing of the rules, they sometimes have left a few loopholes. And if you look at one particular rule, which is the repechage rule, which allows all the wrestlers that have lost to the eventual finalists, they are allowed to fight for the bronze medal. And in this case, if you see, the repechage contest happened with wrestlers that lost to Vinesh Fogart. So in a sense, this is an admission by the UWW that Vinesh Fogart is the finalist. Because if she's if the wrestlers who are fighting for the bronze are the ones that lost to her, then if she is the finalist in your eye, then she should be given the silver medal. So that's a technicality that they are fighting against. Though the rules clearly mention that, the wrestlers that lose to the eventual finalists should play the repechage. But what the Indian side is arguing, that if in your eyes Vinesh Fogart is not the finalist, then allow the wrestlers that lost to Lopez of Cuba, which eventually played the final, they should have been in the repechage round. They weren't. So that's another technicality on the grounds that they are fighting at the moment.
I think it's also important to highlight here that in the appeal put forth, we're not looking for anyone's medal to be taken away and given to Vinesh. The appeal here is to ensure a joint silver medal. So at no point are we saying that, look, she deserves the medal and nobody else does. The idea is to confirm that, yes, everything was fair and square till the final, which is why you look into that particular aspect and consider Vinesh's performance right up till then. Rahul, to bring you in also on this, in the beginning of this hearing, I remember many murmurs saying that this is nothing but a formality, this is just to ensure that we tick all boxes. Today, however, the whole narrative is very different, where everyone's saying that, look, there's a chance that this could actually go in Vinesh's favor. Why is that? Is it because of the course of how really this hearing happened and the arguments that were put forth that many believe that, look, there is a lot of meat in the arguments being put forth by India right now?
Akshita, in fact, Nikhil discussed about this because the moment she filed her appeal, so the arbitrator was supposed to give out her verdict in 24 hours time from the day or from the time the appeal was registered. But that didn't happen. The arbitrator, former Australian Supreme Court judge, Dr. Annabel Bennett, decided that she's going to take more time. Now she's taken, you can say, initially she also said that the verdict should be out before the end of the Olympics. Now Olympics got over yesterday, that is 11th of August. And the decision is now going to come out today. So the fact that she has taken so much time, the fact that she is ready to hear all the parties, it was always an open and shut case. And having spoken to a lot of people, Akshita, let me make it very clear that the international bodies, be it IOC, be it United World Wrestling, they are not too happy with the way things are going on. Although they are also confident that the case will eventually go in favor of the United World Wrestling. But the fact that it
Okay.
has taken so much time, it has given a glimmer of hope to Vinesh Fogart. Now, things have changed. We've seen Thomas Bach, the IOC chief. He also, on record, he said that rules are rules and you have to abide by the rules. But
Correct.
CAS in the past has given such verdicts, and it will be binding on everybody.
This particular verdict, while all of us in India are watching it so closely and praying for it to be in favor of Vinesh Fogart, I think for both of you, considering you're sports journalists, you know full well the impact it will also have on wrestling going forward and what it could perhaps mean in the rules on that front as well. Nikhil, Rahul, request both of you to stay with me. I just want to play out a conversation that we had with Vinesh's lawyer, with Singhania, who represented Vinesh Fogart in this entire hearing in the Court of Arbitration. He's expressed confidence, saying, look, we are very, very sure that this is going to come in our favor. Let's play out for you an excerpt of that conversation.
So you know Vinesh from very long time. You have represented her in many cases, but representing Vinesh or, giving your thoughts in this kind of case where she has been disqualified and we are fighting to get a medal, for her, how tough was that for you?
So fortunately, there is no conflict because I represented Vinesh a long time back. This was an IOA brief. It's just that when you know the athlete personally, you are personally in the sense you've dealt with her earlier. You are a bit more involved, and the fact that you've seen the fight that she has gone through. So I think, like the entire nation, your heart also beats for her.
Absolutely. But, in India, we are expecting, and the India is actually praying for Vinesh, and she should get a medal over there. And she was very close, to get a gold medal for sure. But now things have changed. She is trying to get a medal legally. But how hopeful are you? Do you see any scope that, in the evening when the CAS will announce the order, that will be for sure, in favor of Vinesh?
I don't think I can say for sure in any hearing. I think in no judicial process you can say for surety. But the fact that the panel is considering the application and the submissions of all parties gives you hope. We are all hopeful that there is a chance that she gets a silver or at least gets some relief from the court.
Right. And also, what was the reason? I mean, this is just my curiosity. What was the reason? Because CAS is known for a fast-track thing. They always give their order in 24 hours. But in this case, it's already 3 days now. So what was the reason?
I think the reason is what you said before, that the hearing went out for over 3 hours. And the arbitrator needs more time to contemplate and understand the submissions. And in fact, she asked for further submissions. And the deadline for that was on Sunday, 9:30 India time. So we made further submissions there. So she's also evaluating certain aspects, and she asked a few queries, and we've all the parties have responded to it. So she's contemplating on certain issues before she decides. So that is always good.
So is there today is the final day, or do you see any kind of extension again? Because we have seen 3 extensions already.
I'm not the arbitrator, so but as of now, from what I understand, the decision should come by evening today. But if in case the arbitrator feels that she needs more time, she would make an application to the CAS president, and they have a right to extend time.
Would you like to add anything?
I think we all have to pray for Vinesh. And as I said, that if she wins the medal, excellent. If she does not win a medal, she is still a champion of the country, and we should respect her for that and her struggles, and we should treat her like a champion regardless of what happens.
A great message there from Singhania, and I think every one of us agrees that Vinesh Fogart is very much a champion. She's our golden girl, like I said. Let's just recap for you all that's happened in the last 1 week. The dramatic turn of events when a nation that was celebrating suddenly turned around, wondering what has happened at the Olympics, and all of that jubilation turned into disappointment, turned into anger, turned into frustration. It started off, of course, on August 7th, which which is when Vinesh Fogart was actually disqualified for being overweight by 100 grams before the final. That sounds like such a small amount, but in the world of wrestling, a huge deal. Even for 50 grams, people get disqualified in this manner. Now, the IOA on the very same day went ahead and approached the UWW, which is essentially the World Wrestling Federation. They also went ahead and approached the International Olympic Body as well, but to no avail. Very clear message was sent. The rules are rules, and the rules are very, very clear in this regard. The next day, the IOA took the step of actually approaching the Court of Arbitration for Sport, which is where the case is currently going on. So on the same day, the two demands were put forth by the IOA and for Vinesh to allow participation in the final and to award a joint silver medal. This was while the Olympics was still going on, so they could put forth that demand for participation in the final as well. Now, at that point, the arbitration, the Court of Arbitration, the CES came out and said that the first option is not going to happen. There's no question of participating in the final for Vinesh Fogart. And they have, however, at that point, accepted the second argument, which is for a joint silver. So the hearing since then has been on that medal for Vinesh Fogart. Four, in fact, lawyers from the Paris bar were brought in to represent Vinesh at the Court of Arbitration. But that's not all. The IOA has pulled all stops. They've roped in Harish Salve as well as Vidushpat Singhania to also be a part of the hearing. The former Solicitor General of India, Harish Salve, was also brought in to represent IOA in this particular case. August 9th is when the hearing actually happened, which went on for 3 hours. And we've been getting you details here on India Today about the kind of elaborate arguments that were put forth by India, by the IOA and by Vinesh Fogart's legal team. Now, the next day, the Court of Arbitration for Sport extended the time for judgment by another 24 hours. And then again the next day, on August 10th, when the verdict was expected, it was delayed further to August 13th, which brings us now to today, when we're expecting a decision from the Court of Arbitration. Unlikely, really, that there will be a delay, but you can never say. I'll just take in a quick question with Nikhil Naz on this. Nikhil, a word must go out, a word of appreciation perhaps for the IOA, for authorities right now on how swiftly they really moved to ensure that all legal options are also explored. You've got the best legal minds also who were brought in immediately in Harish Salve and Vidushpat Singhania to ensure that we put forth that strong case.
Well, that's absolutely right, Akshita. I mean, to begin with, it was an initiative taken by the athlete herself. So the initial appeal that was filed was Vinesh Fogart, though the IOA, and I know that the IOA did go and meet the IOC bosses. They went and met the UWW bosses and said that if something can be done. At that time, they were told that no, nothing much can be done. They followed the rule to the T, so nothing much can be done. So the athlete actually took that recourse that she has, and it's available to every athlete present there at the Olympic Games to approach those four pro bono lawyers. She did that, filed an appeal, but from there on, the Indian Olympic Association has backed her. As you rightly mentioned, you've got Harish Salve as well as Vidushpat Singhania that came on board. They've fought many sports cases and cases, high-profile cases at the international level. And the details that I was just coming up with in terms of the arguments put forward from the Indian side, all courtesy the two Indian legal minds that were on board, that has taken everyone by surprise. I mean, I know this is conjecture, but it's a possibility that if you did not have these legal eagles involved, verdict may have come out in 24 hours, as the CAS has always done in previous encounters. It's their experience that has ensured that it's gone on for a good 3 days now, but we're still keeping our fingers crossed as to what the outcome could be.
You know, we're going to look at all of this as a positive side, Nikhil. I know you won't, because you're experienced as a sports journalist. You're going to look at it from the technical side. But when we look at it also, from the emotional side of how things have panned out, we're going to remain hopeful that all of these are signs that this could actually work in Vinesh's favor. And in the next few hours, hopefully, we'll get that news to celebrate that Vinesh Fogart has been given the joint silver medal in wrestling. Thanks very much, Nikhil, for joining us with all of the details, updates, and how really this case has gone on for the last 1 week. Nikhil was in Paris tracking each one of those updates. But there is a chorus across the sporting fraternity as well, with many athletes who are part of the Paris Olympics, cricketers, all coming out to say that Vinesh deserves that silver, that it is only justice to ensure that she gets that silver medal, considering her performance in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. They're saying, go ahead, rule out any final for her, like the CAS did, and disqualified her, and that also they say is fine, but they have maintained that her performance in the quarters, her performance in the semis must count.
Make or break moment for Vinesh Phogat. As the fate of a silver medal hangs in the balance, the Indian wrestler stands on the brink of a momentous decision that could rewrite her Olympic story. Vinesh was disqualified on 7th August after being found 100 grams overweight for a 50 kg final against USA's Sarah Hildebrand. As the wait for a decision on her appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport continues, sport is pouring in from around the world for Vinesh. Master Blaster, legendary cricketer Sachin Tendulkar has put his weight behind the wrestler, saying she definitely deserves silver. Star javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra has backed Vinesh.
मेडल नहीं मिलेगा तो एक वो हमको पता है कि जो सिचुएशन जो हुई अगर वो नहीं होती तो मेडल तो वैसे ही पक्का था। जब तक मेडल नहीं होता गले में वो एक चीज़ रह ही जाती है। लोग थोड़े दिन तक याद करते हैं, बोलेंगे कि यू आर आवर चैम्पियन, हमारे लिए आप चैम्पियन हो, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि जब तक वो मोमेंट ना हो, हम पोडियम पे ना हो, तो वो बहुत जल्दी भूल भी जाते हैं।
Former Indian captain Sourav Ganguly too extended his support to the wrestler.
I'm sure when she went to the finals, she must have qualified properly. So when you go to the finals, it's either gold or silver. If she's disqualified rightfully or wrongfully, I don't know, then she deserves the silver at least.
Beijing Olympics gold medalist Abhinav Bindra has called Vinesh Phogat a fighter.
Well, we're all conditioned to hope, so I'm being hopeful and remain positive, but I'm not a legal expert. I don't know where it's headed.
Vinesh has also got widespread support from several acclaimed international sportsmen like American wrestler Jordan Burroughs and Japan's Rei Hogichi. Vinesh's family is hoping that the wrestler's prayer will be answered.
देखिए, कल भी बैठे रहे, परसों बैठे रहे, सर उस फैसला के लिए हम आज बैठे हैं, कल भी सारी रात बैठे रहे, और हम आज भी आस उम्मीद है जो हमारे पक्ष में फैसला आएगा, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है, और आज भी हम जब तक जो है बार इंतजार करें उस फैसले का, और नहीं आए तो जब हम 1 बजे जाओ 2 बजे जाओ, लेकिन फिर बाद में जो सोएंगे.
As India awaits verdict on Vinesh's appeal against disqualification, the Court of Arbitration for Sport is expected to announce its decision today. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's tell you essentially what clearly the rule is as far as weigh-ins are concerned and why Vinesh was disqualified in the manner that she was. Weigh-ins essentially take place during the morning of the match, which is what happened with Vinesh Phogat as well, before the final that she was set to play last Wednesday. Now, the tournament is taking place over a 2-day span. So when it's happening in such a manner, the quarters, semis and all your qualifiers happen on one day, and the final bout is on the second day, and the wrestlers are weighed on both days. So there's a weigh-in on day 1, there's a weigh-in on day 2. In Vinesh's case, on day 1 she was perfectly fine, under 50 kilos. On day 2 she was 100 grams over. Now the wrestlers can get on the scale as many times as they wish, and that's how Vinesh had actually found out the night before the final that she was actually over the 50 kilo limit, worked through the night to bring her weight down. She was actually 2.5 kilos over the limit. She brought it down only to about 100 grams being excess, and that leading to her disqualification. But like I said, there's a lot of hope that this particular verdict will come in Vinesh's favor, in our favor. And there are a couple of instances of what's happened in this Olympics itself, like the case of American gymnast Jordan Childs, who's been stripped of her Olympic medal. The Court of Arbitration for Sport again intervened in this matter, and that's because an appeal had gone to them, based on which they ruled that the medal be taken away from the American and given to a Romania gymnast instead, because a crucial rule was broken when additional points were actually awarded to Jordan Childs, as a result of which she had actually jumped to 3rd place. So we'll explain that to you, because there are perhaps lessons, takeaways that we can also take from this instance for Vinesh Phogat.
An Olympic medal snatched away from one athlete and given to another. US gymnast Jordan Childs' delight of being an Olympic medalist was rather short-lived. This after the Court of Arbitration for Sport annulled an on-floor appeal by Childs' coach that had vaulted the gymnast to third place. The bronze medal was then awarded to Romania's Ana Barbuso, but the US officials are now planning to challenge the ruling that resulted in Childs losing her medal. While overturning the decision, the CAS said that the appeal made by the American gymnast coach had come 4 seconds outside the 1-minute window allowed by the FIG. Disappointed by the turn of events, Childs took to X and said that she's removing herself from social media platforms to take care of her mental health. It remains to be seen if there'll be another reversal in this saga, but for now, the medal Jordan Childs thought was hers has gone to Romania. Sports Bureau, India Today.